Well, when the High Park fire swept through Poudre Canyon earlier this summer, the legendary restaurant and concert venue Mishawaka was in the fire's path. Not once, but twice. As 7 News anchor Mike Landis found, saving the Mish, as they call it, became a symbol of firefighters' determination to prevail.
It was like looking into the mouth of hell. That was one description of the High Park fire's intensity. And sitting right in its path, Mishawaka.
They came up over, and the first real battle happened here on this side of the canyon as it came down, and the firefighters held it back behind this little bubble of green here.
But Mishawaka owner Danny Grant tells me the fire doubled back on the other side of the Poudre and took another run at the Mish.
And we had firefighters on the deck. Yeah, and they were running hoses from the river and from their trucks.
The helicopter was picking up water out of the river, too, right?
It was scooping it right up.
This might be a good time to go back to how Mishawaka came to be 96 years ago. Fort Collins musician Walter Thompson built 6 cabins and a dance hall there in 1916, calling it Mishawaka, after a favorite town in Indiana of his. The addition of the amphitheater brought in a wide variety of acts over the years. Fans of the restaurant and the entertainment venue just call it the Mish. But would the High Park fire incinerate 9 decades of memories? Would the Mish survive? After 5 days of not knowing what she'd find, Danny Grant came back with high hopes.
And when we drove up and we saw that it was still standing, and when I walked through that door and I read that note from David Vidmar, that's when I could let it all go and know that we were fine, we made it.
Ah, the note, handwritten by Colorado Springs firefighter David Vidmar, a sort of love letter about the efforts to save the iconic structure, and signed, "Long Live the Mish," apparently a common theme among those firefighters.
And all of them from their own networks of people had heard, you have to save the Mish. You know, whatever you do when you're up there, you make sure the Mishawaka's okay. And they were like, what is this Mishawaka? And then they come up and they're like, oh, this is the Mishawaka.
Mike Landis, 7 News.
If you'd like to learn more about great Colorado attractions that survived those wildfires this summer, lots of them to see, join us for a special edition of Mike Nelson's Colorado After the Fires, we're calling this. It's tonight at 7, so I hope you'll watch or at least set your DVR or VCR. You think you'll have a lot of fun.